A story that has many of you talking tonight. A Cleveland man cited for breaking a car window to rescue two dogs. He thought he was doing the right thing. He also thought he'd be protected under the Good Samaritan law. But police slapped him with a citation for criminal damaging. That left us with a lot of questions. So News 5's Homa Bash kept investigating, and Homa, the law isn't very specific.
No, Danita, it's not, and it is incredibly subjective. It doesn't state any kind of specific time frame that you have to wait, and whether or not you think someone is in danger inside here, that is a total judgment call.
I mean, there's so much judgment.
The Ohio law that went into effect exactly 2 years ago is meant to protect people who break into a car to rescue a child or animal, if they follow certain requirements, like making sure the doors are locked and calling 911 first.
You have to be able to prove that the animal or child was in distress, and I think that's where it gets tricky. What I might think is distress, somebody else might not. And so what's recommended is that you take pictures or video to justify why you believe that animal was in distress.
There's no clear data on if anyone has actually broken a window in Ohio since the law passed, until this week.
And if I get charged with it, I get charged with it. But do I feel I deserve that? No, not at all.
Richard Hill got cited for criminal damaging after smashing a car window in the Parma Walmart parking lot to rescue two dogs he thought were in trouble. But Parma police say the dogs were never in any danger. Surveillance video showing they were left for just a few minutes.
So he knew police were coming. I believe he probably could have waited a couple more minutes.
They say that's why the Good Samaritan law didn't apply in this case.
It's extremely subjective.
Dana Marie Pinella is a leading expert on Ohio animal law, specializing in animal cruelty cases. She says they don't recommend people rely on the Good Samaritan statute to take matters into their own hands.
The reason we say that is because your point of view may not be reasonable. It's hard to separate emotion from the situation when you're standing there looking at a dog or a child in a car and it's hot and you're worried.
For Hill, well, he says he truly believed he was doing the right thing at the time.
This is why nobody will do anything. They're too worried, too afraid that they're going to get in trouble.
By the way, I've had a lot of people reach out saying they'd be happy to pay Richard Hill's citation. A judge will decide if that charge sticks. His court date is next month. Live in Cleveland, Homa Bash, News 5.